Hey Gemini, it's MJ. I'm doing the weekly reads. The tarot is a new service that I'm providing for the Also Love TV and Also Love community. I am loving it. I'm really embracing the intuitive connection to the tarot and following that intuitive connection to refine and hone in on delivering messages. So this is for the sign of Gemini. It is related to the first week of July, but in new paradigm energies, really things don't need to be time specific. So trust anything that you're guided to, any video, anytime. If it resonates with you, if it feels uplifting and positive, supportive, loving, then I would allow it. As in, let yourself take information that feels good to you, and ultimately if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't resonate, you can just consider that it's not a message for you, not for this week, not for this day, not for this time. The intention is to really navigate and have the best outcome possible. So allowing ourselves to receive the message that are most divine for those that resonate with the zodiac sign of Gemini. And what are we working with? What are we dealing with? And what's the best advice? What's the highest guidance for traversing the energies of the week ahead, which we're heading into the first week of July 2019. Big turning point. Big turning point for a lot of Geminis. Too many cards. But I do feel them coming out, and I want to put them this way. Good. Okay. So a lot of Geminis are beginning to remember their magic that has been dormant or forgotten for quite some time. You're having a revolution and a tower moment around your working life. You're tired of the hard work. You're feeling a little apathetic and complacent. There's definitely a huge shift happening around your working life. There could be a pretty toxic situation happening, something or someone that's riddling you or tormenting you with guilt. And this is definitely affecting your sense of commitment with the work. So there's a big old tower coming down. This could be a loss of a job, or this could just simply be you sacking it in, being like, I don't want to do this work anymore. I don't care. I'm not into it. I don't care about waiting around for this harvest. I'm burdened. I feel, you know, I'm riddled with this guilty feeling, and then ultimately the tower comes down for this situation. So over here there's an advice card saying it's time to trust. We have to really dig into the trust to navigate this now. Wanting a bit more clarity for the Knight or Nine of Wands. You're defensive, you're protecting yourself, you've worked really hard, you're a little bruised and battered from the amount of work you've been putting in and the amount of passion and commitment, and you're really going into this phase of just being absolutely fed up. You know, enough is enough. You're not really there is an energy now though of you're focusing a little bit too much on this, like how hard it's been and these tower moments, these guilty feelings, and there's actually a new cup coming in, but we're just not seeing, which is why we're being asked to trust right now. We're in it, basically. You're in the shits of transformation. It's like, think of, we want transformation to be this really glorious, glamorous thing, but any of us who've actually gone through it know that transformation really on the inside of our life, you know, or just everywhere, transformation means everything gets shape-shifted, right? Everything changes, which on the human 3D level, it's really uncomfortable to go through transformation because it's like an ego death, a death of sorts, right? So right now the main advice is you've got to trust this process. You've got to trust that the tower bringing everything down is actually absolving you. It's going to help you resolve this guilt, this shitty guilt pattern, which is not enabling you to have a fulfilling career or a fulfilling working life. Yeah. So with the trust card, it's you got to go with the flow. This is a surrender reading, ultimately, Gemini. This is about you actually going with the flow. Why? Because that's how you get your abundance, yo. I think that's actually enough cards for this reading. Yeah, you're basically transforming and coming into a deeper understanding of self. Okay, and the deeper understanding of self is helping you to kind of overcome these burdens so that you can see and look up to the new opportunities. Your advice is to trust the process. It's time to really let go. Let the tower just take everything away, because the tower has come down. This job, this situation has ultimately, or is now coming down, or has come down, and you might be feeling like, oh God, I've been working so hard and why is this happening? But trust, there's new opportunities coming in. You're just a little bit in this transition phase where you're still basically mourning the loss or letting go of these or healing from abuse cycles. So the high guidance, or the higher guidance, highest guidance is to trust, go with the flow, because it's that's gonna lead you to this abundant state of being, which is like the ultimate, right? And what I'm getting with this card is that the trusting and the going with the flow is actually really about you now doing some stuff for yourself. Your deeper understanding here is that you know how to take care of yourself. You do get it. You know what it's like. You know the difference between this and this. You know the difference between going with the flow and living in guilt and living in worry and shame and stress and all that shit. So you've done a great job. Yes, you've worked hard, but you have to be able to let go of that kind of defensive energy of protecting yourself. You've got new opportunities. You have completed and or are closing down a cycle of abuse or something that used to torment you. And your main advice is to trust and just go with the flow, because the cards are saying that energy of trusting and going the flow really, really is going to ultimately lead you into the state of abundance from a place of clarity and understanding, which means this new cycle that you're birthing right now is one of longevity. Because it's great, it's one thing when you're 19 or whatever, you've got lots of money or you're living the dream life, but when we continue to evolve in our life path, what we find is that we're yearning for deeper meaning, deeper connection. And so we find ourselves coming into these cycles where, even though what we created might have been beautiful or might have been the right thing for the person we were 5 years ago or 10 years ago, we continue to grow and learn. And then we come up against these cycles where we're having to yet again transform our entire lives from a place of a deeper understanding so that we can up level our lives and also have longevity there, right? Without this card just is like, it's like manufactured success, right? This is just a superficial sense of abundance, but with understanding there, we can implement, we can actually integrate this energy into our beingness so that it creates this abundance feeling, creates longevity for the duration of the next phase, because we're anchoring in the deeper understanding, because you've worked for it. You have worked for it. You have been through a lot. You have lost it all, or you've been willing to let go of it all. You've been willing to actually go, fuck it, I'm going to drop the burden. Yeah, okay, fine, you're a little disappointed, but don't worry, the cup is there. You're going to look up and you're going to trust the process, because now you're getting into this space of a deeper understanding. You get it. You know how to go with the flow. It's going to be work. You're going to work it out. But this reading is very much saying you've been through it. You're coming into a new phase, a new beginning with a deeper understanding. Again, that new beginning is coming in for you, this time with a deeper understanding, which is going to lead you to abundance. And this time, the abundance is real. As in, because I feel like you've actually manifested some abundance in your life before. You've been working towards this abundance, but it's all come crashing down because you're up leveling. So I hope that was useful to you guys. Hi, everybody. Welcome to All to Love TV. I hope that you're enjoying the tarot side. This is a new service, more affordable than my coaching packages and my yoga packages. So for some people that just want a little bit of guidance via a private video, feel free to book a reading for just 10, 20, 30 pounds. Or even a donation. Why not? I love you guys. I hope that that Gemini reading was useful to those of you who resonate. I have so much love for you here, and I'm so very thankful for you. I quite like going live. I'm not really looking down at the comments, but I will have a peruse. I always read all of the comments, and I appreciate them so much. Have a great day, you guys. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.